Are you thinking about moving to Middle Tennessee, but you're not sure if Nashville or Murfreesboro is the right fit? Well, there's another option right in between the two called Smyrna. It's one of the fastest growing and most convenient areas in the region.
Yeah, Smyrna sits about 25 miles southeast of downtown Nashville. It's got a blend of small town charm and also big city access. It becomes a top choice for families and professionals and retirees who are looking for more space without giving up the convenience and location. We're Clark and Christy Powers. We are lifelong, born and raised Tennesseans, and we've helped over 100 families make Tennessee home for them and their families. So let's get back into it.
So let's talk about location and commute times in Smyrna. Smyrna is a great location because it's only about 25 minutes to Nashville. And then if you want to go south and get to Murfreesboro, it only takes you about 15 minutes to get down there. That means you can either work in Nashville or Murfreesboro and still have a nice quiet place to come home to at night.
Yeah, let's talk about the lifestyle in Smyrna. So what Smyrna has to offer is it's actually a surprising amount of things to do in what would be typically considered a commuter town, right? You're between Nashville and Murfreesboro, but Smyrna has a lot going on. There is a lake, Percy Priest Lake, which is a local recreation spot for boating, fishing, marinas. They even have a beach area where you can go bring your family and play with picnic tables. They have a community center that is run by the city or the county, and it's got a water park with water slides, a big community swimming pool, a nice clubhouse, like indoor with a workout facility. They often do dinners and bingo nights and game nights there. And then in the summers and fall breaks and spring breaks, they will offer youth camps there out of the community facility. And they're really cool. They'll do different themes that are like Junior Park Ranger Week or Outdoor Adventure Week. They have a lot of cool activities that are happening right there around that community center. There's a greenway system in Smyrna that has over 7 miles of paved trails. And then there is a park in Smyrna that it's fun. People from Murfreesboro and Nashville will actually meet in the middle of Smyrna to go to this park because there are multiple playgrounds, baseball fields, trails you can hike on. There's also a splash pad, which is one of those fun places where the water's going everywhere and the buckets of water dump on the kids' heads. And all of that is actually right across the street from the local airport in Smyrna, and there at the local airport every year the Blue Angels come and do a flight show there. So while you're at the park, you'll notice that the playground, one of the playgrounds is actually shaped like a Blue Angel airplane, and there's also a monument there in Smyrna across from the airport to honor the Blue Angels.
So if you are a history lover, you love to check out, the old World War II or Civil War type museums and areas to explore. We have a lot of that in Middle Tennessee, as a lot of the Civil War was fought here. So one of those places is in Smyrna, the Sam Davis Home and Museum. You can check out a ton of different aspects of the Civil War there. Also, they host events there, so they do a lot of weddings, a lot of corporate events. So that's something you definitely want to check out if you're looking into Smyrna.
They even do classes for kids and homeschool community type events where you can come and do something that they used to do that they don't do anymore, like churn butter or make a basket, things like that. So if Smyrna seems like a good option for your family, there are other corridors right around Smyrna that may also be a good fit for you. Laverne is an area that's a little further north, closer to Nashville, and actually has more affordable home options there. The Jefferson Pike and Rock Springs corridors offer quick access to the Percy Priest Lake and also the Cedar Crest Golf Course. And they have some newer construction neighborhoods. And then the Stewart Creek area has become very popular. It's fun since we're from here and watching Smyrna change and grow. That Stewart's Creek area looks completely different now. Brand new schools, really nice parks, and lots of new construction neighborhoods right around there. You could also even live in the Blackman area of Murfreesboro, and that is still the right side of Murfreesboro, that you would be close to Smyrna and again have that quick access to Nashville and some other areas. Okay, let's talk about education in the Smyrna area. And if you've watched any of our other videos, you know that I love getting to talk about education because we have children. So it turns out we have a family member who is in a high position at one of the elementary schools in Smyrna. So I'm biased to talk about education there because I know that if your child went there, they would be in amazing hands. So there are lots of school systems and zones there in Smyrna. There's the Stewart's Creek schools, the Smyrna High School, there's David Urey, Rock Springs Elementary, Stewartsboro. There's a handful of schools, and they are continuing to build and plan new schools for the growth there. There are also some charter schools in that area and several private schools that are in Smyrna and also really close proximity if they're in Murfreesboro. So for example, in Murfreesboro, there's Providence Christian Academy, Middle Tennessee Christian, St. Rose. And then in Smyrna, there's a private school called Lancaster Christian Academy as well. So there's lots of options for varieties of schools, even homeschools and 2-day-a-week schools. There's just a lot of options there in the Rutherford County zone. So there's a lot of different housing types in Smyrna. There is a downtown community that is still up and coming, but they just recently have a coffee shop there and some updated restaurants. And right behind those, there are some downtown streets with older homes that have been remodeled. Not quite the downtown aesthetic of Franklin or Murfreesboro, but still a really cool, quaint community around the downtown. Actually, Smyrna's downtown is based around the train. And so there is a train stop there and the train goes right through the middle of the downtown. It's really cool. Also downtown, they're building condos and townhomes in that downtown Smyrna area. So they're brand new, really nice updates to that Smyrna area.
Also in and around Smyrna, you're going to find a lot of new and newer construction neighborhoods. So there's plenty of that suburban vibe sprinkled throughout where you can get a nice modern house on a decent sized lot.
Also in Smyrna, there are some neighborhoods that are tucked away on the lake, and there are a lot of existing homes. The community I'm thinking of was built in the early 90s, and they're larger homes with nice lots that back up to the water. And some of those are getting remodeled right now, and they're like tucked away neighborhoods that people don't know are there.
Another type of home that you're going to find often in Smyrna is the single level ranch house. We've helped a lot of our clients. Some of our first time clients have found that those homes really suit them well because oftentimes they'll be at a lower price point, but you still get that nice yard. A lot of times there's going to be full grown large trees on the lot and that neighborhood feel. So let's talk about home prices in Smyrna. So Smyrna is positioned in the more affordable range in that I-24 corridor. It's going to be currently about $50,000 to $75,000 less on the median home price than Murfreesboro, and then considerably less than the Nashville area, in the $100,000 to $125,000 less. So you get a lot of bang for your buck in Smyrna. So the economy in Smyrna is booming. The job market looks great right now in Smyrna, and one of the hallmark staple companies that have been in Middle Tennessee for many, many years is Nissan. They have the manufacturing plant there. It's no longer the largest in the world, but at one point I think it was. Also, TriStar Stonecrest Medical Center is there, so that provides a lot of jobs. And then also there is a ton of logistical, trucking, manufacturing, that kind of job market available there in Smyrna as well. So if affordability, community, and access to Nashville are high on your list of things you need to accomplish, you should definitely check out Smyrna. It checks all of those boxes.
If you're thinking about making a move, we would love to help you explore Smyrna and its surrounding areas. So reach out and let us help you find the perfect fit for your family.